My land is Kenya, so warm and wild and free. You'll always stay with me here in my heart. My land is Kenya, right from your highlands to the sea. You'll always stay with me here in my heart, here in my heart.
Hi, it's time for hanging out with Helen. Join me as I share experiences on managing house help. In today's video, we are going to talk about boundaries. Boundaries, guys! What do I mean by that? Boundaries are instructions put in place by the employer on what the house help can do and should not do. So, point number 1 is the discipline of your children in the home. There is a level, guys, on which a house help should discipline your child when you are not around, and there are some ways that should not be crossed. So the employer has to clearly outline the instructions and the guidelines of the house help, as the house help is the one remaining at home with children. So the outlines has to be very clear. The child has to understand that when mom and dad are not at home, the house help is the adult and is the authority in the home. She's an adult and she is an adult and the child is a child. So the child should be aware of the discipline that the house help has been mandated to do over them. So there should be a clear understanding that if I do this, this is what the house help, the nanny, will do to me. The house help, however, should also be trusted with the child in such a way that when the behavior is like beyond her limit, the house help should report to the employer about the child's behavior. And you should be able to trust the house help over the child's word. House help is there, she needs the job. I don't think she will say something that is not truthful. So house help's word should be trusted over the child's word. And this I'll tell you as an example. When I was hired as a nanny, I was hired to take care of a girl. And the parents gave me limits on how far I should how far I should discipline her and how far I shouldn't. So for example, I'll just give you an example. If she was disrespectful to me or to the driver who took her to school, she would come home, and if the driver told me, because I was the one now at home, she would get, I would tell her, like for example, to clean his shoes every day for 5 days. Like she would come from school, the driver would remove his shoes, and she would clean the shoes. And if the behavior did not change, then I had to tell the parents, who would now discipline her within their authority as parents. But I'll have done my part within my limits and my boundaries to discipline. So I hope we are clear on this. Number 2, conversations that happens around and inside the home where the house help is around and where she's working. She's working around the home, inside the home. So what do I mean by conversations? I mean, these are conversations. They can be serious conversations, like if you are talking to your children, it's maybe a serious conversation, school homework or a report from school. It might be a relative. your aunt is visiting, your sister is visiting, a neighbor has come for a cup of tea, or it is your husband. You are having that serious investment conversation. Just, she cannot be part of that conversation because seriously, in her job description, she's not employed to contribute to the conversations that are happening around the home unless she's been invited. So please, employers, homeowners, spell it out, let her know clear boundaries and guidelines as pertaining to her job. And on that note, guys, if you've talked to her, like if she comes in the middle of your conversation with whoever you are having this conversation with, and you tell her and she does not correct that mistake, it does not matter how good she is, she needs to respect you. You are the owner of the home. At that point, you would have to let her go. It doesn't matter, because she needs to respect your rules, she needs to respect boundaries, and she needs to understand her role in the home. So number 3 is does not apply to every cultural group in Kenya, but it is very important to many. I know I have talked to many households and I know it's very important. Househelps should not enter your bedroom without permission or you being present. It can be like they want to come in to clean, to help you make the bed, they're bringing ironed clothes, folded laundry, they want to change the curtain, they want to clean the floor. It doesn't matter. Some people do not like them coming to their bedroom without permission. And why is that? There is a number of reasons why is that, but I'll just mention a few, and I know many people have many reasons. Bedroom is like the most important part of the home, because number one, if you are married, it keeps your marriage private. See? Yeah, so that's your private space for you and your spouse. Number 2, bedroom is a place where I know many families keep documents. They keep so many important documentations. It is a place where maybe you have a safe and that's where you keep it. You don't want to tempt someone, so by limiting them entering your bedroom, you are actually helping them not to be tempted. Your bedroom is also, to some people, it's your personal sanctuary. It is where, it is like very private space to you. So your decision for the house help to enter is actually up to you. I'm just putting these reasons, and I know there are many other reasons as to why they should enter and why they should. So it's just information that I'm giving you. But I'll give you an example. My present example is, I have a housemate who does not like her bedroom being invaded. She does not like that. If I'm not home and she's not home, no one will clean her bedroom, because she feels like that's her space. It is a place whereby she has to be present for someone to be there. Not that she's keeping like a lot of money in there, it is just what she prefers. So guys, whatever you prefer, I'm just giving you information. You know, use it as we go along, as we encourage one another and teach one another. Thank you for hanging out with Helen. Please like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Stay tuned for my next video next week. Cheers.